Peru News Today, all you need to know about to Peru.
Hablando Huevadas, the story of the irreverent comic duo that sweeps the networks. Find out in this note how the Peruvians Jorge Luna and Ricardo Mendoza met and how Hablando Huevadas was born, which is a resounding success despite the criticism. Jorge Luna and Ricardo Mendoza are the creators of Hablando Huevadas. In recent times, both have been harshly criticized on social networks for their comedy style when discussing some delicate topics. However, the truth is that they are a success on social networks as their videos have millions of views. In this article from El Popular, we tell you how their program came about and how they met. How did Talking Bullshit come about? Their program Hablando Huevadas was born in 2019, after the two met and had chemistry from the beginning. Seeing that they were both good at what they did, they decided to team up and launch their first program on YouTube and Spotify on April 9th of that year. It was Ricardo Mendoza who that year announced the first Hablando Huevadas program and asked the public to give them their opinions. In addition, he announced a live show. People, the first Hablando Huevadas program came out with my dear at Jorge Lunalunera. I leave you this little tidbit. A little bit of the program. I hope you like it. Write us your opinions. Next week it will be recorded with a live audience. Pay attention, was what he wrote that time. Since then, Jorge Luna and Ricardo Mendoza remain in force in this 2022. They have even given something to talk about by referring to some topics with a black humor that is not to everyone's taste. Even some artists have reproached them. How did Jorge Luna and Ricardo Mendoza from Hablando Huevadas meet? The way Jorge Luna and Ricardo Mendoza met has history. It all started when Mendoza spontaneously went to shows by new artists, and when he saw how great Jorge Luna was, he was surprised. So he decided to meet him, and from the first moment, they got along very well. Until then, Jorge Luna and Ricardo Mendoza did their shows separately. However, when they got together, they perfected what they did separately so that the final product was liked by their audience. Once in an interview with El Comercio, Ricardo Mendoza commented, "We both came from doing stand-up and each one of us was doing well. But making a 1-hour comedy show takes a year of work, between writing the jokes and perfecting them. Everything so that you can then upload the show to the internet and it will have 2 weeks of life." It should be noted that little by little Hablando Huevadas managed to find the path where it should go, and they went from having a show with 30 people to more than 1,000. Today they are a success and have even toured Spain. From the door of Canout, the Lima Theater that they resurrected with their popular live shows, comedians Jorge Luna, 28, and Ricardo Mendoza, 31, reflect on the unthinkable success they have achieved in these 3 years with the phenomenon Hablas Huevadas. Their comedy space that mixes conversation with impro, Creole shakata and street verb has seduced millions of people who watch them on YouTube from all over the world or who crowd their live performances, which usually sell out in minutes. The secret of success. A program like this, with such crude language, might not have caught on 20 years ago. There is no such thing as Lima or Peruvian humor. That would be generalizing. We do believe that there are some constants. The Peruvian likes decontextualization in humor. Putting a character in a place where he doesn't belong. Another thing is that the current Lima native recognizes that he is changing the world, and he likes it or denounces it. We make characters sometimes with touches and tones. What we do is expose ourselves, not mock, but say this is who we are, this is your neighbor, this is me. We had a good time with our differences. The people of Lima are being more inclusive and there is no longer so much taboo. Many mistakenly believe that a show with this format, where the unexpected is a virtue, is just a matter of turning on the microphones and that's it, but no, they count. The duo has a team of up to 17 employees that makes sure everything goes perfect. We have 4 people in video editing, 2 who see the sound part, and the rest. We honestly don't know what they do. Subscribe and follow us on our social networks, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok.
Peru News Today. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram.